missing someone.
Right, so it's taken me about 5 attempts to try and get everything sorted so I can actually see what I'm doing. But, so I'm back again, doing another makeup look. As you know, most of the products will be the same. The only difference will be like a few little bits and bobs, like the eyeshadows I use and stuff. So I have got a new palette, which is the Stacey Marie, no, Be Perfect Cosmetic. I've got the Carnival 3 Live to Heat palette with collaboration with Stacey Marie and Be Perfect Cosmetics, and it's actually so big. It's like a 40 shade palette. Just gotta blow all the excess off. Like, look at that. Like, and I think I'm gonna do like kind of brown smokes with a bit of orange mixed in there, and then I'm gonna use do a red lip. So you know the drill if you watched the one before. So we're using the P. Louise base in shade 2, and we're just gonna pop it all over the eyelid. I'm just using this flat brush, and you just want to dab it on the hand and honestly just kind of map where, kind of want to go up to pretty much where the eyebrow is. Put it all over the eye. I usually put like a big dab on my hand, and you just want to keep dabbing it in. I'll jump back in when I've finished it. So you want it nice and matte like this. So I'm going to do the other eye, and then I'll jump. At this moment in time, probably looks a bit messy, but you can just, we will just clean it up later on. So we've got the base, we've got the red here, and then we're going to smoke it out into some browns. And I'm going to grab the shade Coca, which is this brown here. You just want to grab a little brush. I've got my P. Louise. I haven't got my P. Louise. I've got a Molly O'Brien Char MOA brush. So you just want to kind of go over where the original shadow is. So it's kind of blending. Just over the top, can you see? It's going to be quite a dark look we're doing, but I will like fade it into lighter shade. So we have the shades just one on top of the other. We're just going to blend it out a bit more. Now we're going to go in with, I'm just going to clean my brush. I just use a cotton wool pad and just like rub it on there like this. Then I'm going to go in with clay, which is this one. It's like a yellowy colour, yellowy brown, but it's just going to mean that we can, I just said in the previous clip I was going to go in with clay, but I don't think I'm going to go in with clay. I think I might go in with ginger, which is at the bottom here. So you're just going to keep layering it one on top of the other. Potentially ginger, just a tiny bit of ginger. I don't know whether this is actually a good decision to go in with the ginger, but because this is quite dark. This is very dark. I'll probably end up lighting this up, but yeah, so ginger is going above where we were, just in the other colour. Create that lighter effect. Can you see it? It's just kind of lightening it up. You've got from dark to light. So we've got it there. Can you see the gradient going upwards? Got the red into like the orangey colour. I'm going to turn you around so you can see. So you have those gradients. So once you've built the colours up once, you want to go in again. So we're going to go in with red chilli underneath there. And then cocoa and then ginger. So you just want to go over what you've done to make it look more, the lines look stronger. This gives me backache sometimes. So my camera's there, and then I'm looking here. It's not ideal. I need to get myself a tripod, but we'll see about that one. Do the red again, and then I'm going to go into cocoa. Just over the top of that. Not too much. Cocoa and red chilli actually blend really nicely together. And I'll go in with ginger over the top. You know the drill. And I'll come back in a second when done. So that's all done. Good thing with what you need to do with this one is also, when you've done it, you want to use like, have a black line. I know that sounds really severe, but we're going in with black beach, which is this bottom one down here. And it's really like a very dark black. Obviously it's dark, it's black. But it does have a lot of fallout, so I'll put it on my hand first. So you want to go into 1, 2, do that original line that you did with the red on the eye like this, and then you will go over it again. So I've added the black. Probably looks a bit drastic, but we are going to like blend it out and all that jazz. At the moment it looks really messy, but we will go in with Vaseline and clean up the crease. So you're going to go in with the red just over the top of that black, just to blend it out so it's not like a really harsh line. Can you see? Yeah, you can. Then we're going to go in with Coca over the top of that, which I love. Coca, it's a gorgeous shade. Can you see? Front section is looking a bit darker, but that's all right for that to be like that. So we've done Coca, and then we're going to use ginger at the bottom, right just in the corner here. So I have a bit of an error. My left eye, banging what I like. My right eye, not what I like. Oh, excuse me, with my nose. So I'm going to have to take this off and redo it. It's going to kill my eyes, but we're going to do it. Right, so I had a massive kerfuffle. This eye wouldn't cooperate with this one. Still doesn't look amazing, but I cut my crease. I just used Vaseline and a cotton bud, just free. And now I'm just doing a brown liner on both eyes, and I'll show you the next step in a second. So I've done the liner like that. What you want to do is, oh gosh, this looks really gross. You just want to like clean up the liner just by going like that. I used a colour, but it doesn't actually look that dark, but it is. In the pan, this is Coca, which I used before. I think what I might do is I might put like a darker colour like and on the bottom bit. So I've got my Morphe palette here, and I think I'm going to use that dark brown at the top, just literally so close to the lash line, just to make it look a bit more harsh, because at the moment it doesn't look that harsh. Oh yeah, that's what it needed. Can you see how on the corner it's a bit darker there? Gonna do the same on the other. So I did it on both sides and then cleaned it up. And I'm gonna use the colour Rum. So I love Rum. I love this look. You like put it over the top like that. Oh, why did I just kiss like that? Like, who do I think I am? And then on the other eye. I'll probably end up hating this, but we move like that. God no, that does not look good. Who cares? And then I'm going to use colour Vanilla. So you've got like a gradient going on. So this is the vibe we've got going on. I'll show you from the back angle. I don't really know. And then we're going to do eyebrows. So I just use my soap. I literally use like simple soap, I think. Which is probably not recommended, but who cares. Bark MAC eyeshadow. And I just... Oh, that's looking quite pigmented. I just like line them, go around them, the shapes that I want. And then every like time I've just used the wrong eyebrow brush. Right, I found it. No wonder it was pigmented, because that's the one that I used to tint my eyebrows. So it probably still had product left on it from that. So I'll go in with the product and then I just rub it through. It's looking quite a... Usually this is more like warm colour. So I filled both brows in. There you are. And then I'm going to put some mascara on and then put some lashes on. I have got some lashes from Amazon that I bought. I couldn't tell you what style they are because they just don't have a name. I'm going to curl my eyelashes, put some mascara on, and then, yeah. I'll be back in a sec. So I applied my lashes, which are very long and fluttery. But I think they'll like go well for this look. I always put them on and then I pinch my normal lashes with the lashes. Oh, I've got a bit of something stuck on there. So now I'm going to apply my foundation, which I'm going to use my NARS, which I probably shouldn't be using loads of because it's quite expensive. But I use about that much on my face. I'm not going to use my finger because, and then I just I feel like I've got like red all over me from the eyeshadow, which I probably have, but the foundation will probably cover it. Foundation brush, which is a bit dirty. I'm only buying POMO15, and then I'm just gonna like kind of tap it into my skin. You don't actually have to put it all under your eyes because you'll put concealer there anyway. But this is an amazing foundation. It's really full coverage and it's quite luminous as well. I should have put moisturiser on, which I normally do, but I forgot today. Don't usually, but I forgot today. You're just gonna have to have it without. This foundation is a bit light for me. It's the NARS Luminous Long Wear Luminous Radiance Concealer, I think concealer foundation. I'm gonna put some concealer there. If you want a full coverage foundation, this is your one. This is so full coverage. But I definitely should have put some word. I definitely should. This is a C5, by the way. I'm just blending my concealer in with the concealer brush, but you know the drill. Then I'm gonna just put some brown. What was left on my brush, basically, which is like some browns just under here. To tie it all together. God, it looks so crusty. I use a sponge to bake it, baby. And then I'm gonna go in afterwards with some bronzer. Also, my Chanel bronzer is currently about to vanish into thin air. I need a new one, basically. But it's 40 quid. And that's a lot of money for bronzer when I've just spent more money on an eyeshadow palette and on foundation. So I've got like a £10 Boots card, so I might get it from Boots. And then it'll cost me like 30. But we'll see. Now I'm gonna go in with bronzer. At first, just to kind of build the colour. Here's my Chanel bronzer. Obviously I've just said I've not got a lot left. It's one shade, so you can't like buy like different shades, I don't think. So you should just build up the shade that you want. But this is just so. So I put my bronzer on, which I used obviously this brush and then that one, but it doesn't look very dark, which is because it says not. So I do go in with another one. I want to get myself a cream contour palette actually. And use this brush, which I originally use as powder, but I use it. It's actually really good for bronzer. Just contour, so that looks really harsh there, but I just use it to create my contour. Snatched. Me really be thinking I look like a supermodel when I know I don't. There we go. But I think cream contour will just, you can put it on before your foundation as well, and it will just like ultimately make you look better. Kind of showing quite a bit of texture on my skin that I didn't even think I had. But that's not the foundation, that's just my skin, I think I'll go with. But I'm going to add some more bronzer. I'm going to use the bronzer in the GRWM palette that I use the contour for. I wish I could have music in my videos, like actually listen to music and still talk. But I can't because I'll get copyrighted. We don't want that. So I look really pale, but in actual fact, yeah, the lighting just ain't it, sis. Then I'm gonna apply some blush, my California blush from Benefit. The amount of mess that my desk gets in from this. When I am filming an Instagram look, I do put more blush on because It doesn't show up as well. It was on 30 and I went to 60 because it was on 30 before, so it dropped quality. We can't be having that, can we? So I'm just putting highlight on my nose. Sometimes put it up here as well. On my cupid's bow. On my cheeks. And just up there as well. And then we need to put some mascara on our bottom lashes. That is needed. Like so. Then I'm going to add that vanilla shade that I put on my lid before. I'm going to use my brush that I use for highlight. I'm just going to put it on my inner corner. Someone just messaged me. I don't know who. I think it was probably my boyfriend. But yeah, just put it there. Gotta be looking glowing, girl. Oh boy. And then I'm gonna do lips and then we are done. Wow, I'm such a good YouTuber. I ended up doing like the last like 4. Did I film highlight? I don't know. I put lipstick on and I didn't film it. But I used this lipstick in the shade Impulsive Powder Kiss lipstick. And I just use the same eyeshadow I use on my eyebrows as a lip liner with this little brush. But here is the finished product.